last two video we have discussed introduction about poet, about text, and two stanza of this particular poem. Today we are going to discuss the third stanza of this poem. If you can make one heap of your all winning and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. It means we should be able to accumulate all we have and take a risk in one turn of game of pitch and toss. We may lose the game and all our possessions, but we have to stay calm without uttering a word about that loss and rebuild it from the beginning. Here, the poet talks about the capability of taking big risk. The game of pitch and toss we know very well. It is the game that is risk. It is the capability of taking big risk to achieve much greater success and keeping quiet even if we lose the bet. This is yet another aspect of our mental toughness that we need to possess. If you can force your heart, nerve, and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on where there is nothing in you except the will, we say to them, hold on. In these 4 lines above, the poet continues the same theme of mental strength and the power of will. We have to force our body, heart, nerve, and sinew, these are parts of our body, to serve us even after it has lost the strength due to old age and illness. Thus, we should keep on working, driven by the power of will, which would ask them to hold on, compelling them to do their job. It means if we want to do something great from our heart, the will inside us would prevent the body from getting tired. Indeed, there goes a proverb we know very well. When going get tough, the tough gets going. The time comes in our life when we feel ourselves tired. We keep working, and we get nothing. At that time we think that I am tired. But if you have will, inner strength to do something, that inner will compel you to do something more. That will never let your body feel tired, and that is the power of will. हम अपने ज़िंदगी में बहुत काम करते करते ऐसा लगता है कि हम थक गए अभी। उसी वक्त अगर हमारे इसमें इनर स्ट्रेंथ है, हमारे एक जेन्युइन बर्निंग डिज़ायर जिसको बोलते हैं, वो अगर है, तो वी कैन कंपेल आवर बॉडी टू वर्क. That inner will, that inner strength will never let our body to feel like tired. Here is fourth stanza. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. We should stay in touch with people from every class of society. We should be able to talk with common people without losing our virtue and moral value. ऐसा ज़िंदगी में कभी कभी होता है, हम बहुत बड़े हुद्दे पे चले जाते हैं, बहुत बड़े ऑफिसर बन जाते हैं, बहुत बड़े बिजनेस मैन बन जाते हैं. उस वक्त हमारा वर्च्यू, हमारा मोरल वैल्यू कम नहीं होनी चाहिए. हम जब बहुत बड़े आदमी बन जाते हैं तो कॉमन पीपल को हम ऐसे ही देखते हैं. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि आप खुद को बहुत बड़ा समझते हैं, दूसरों को अंडर एस्टिमेट करते हैं. इट इज़ नॉट द क्वालिटीज़ ऑफ अ गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग. We should be able to walk with king. This is the necessity of life. We should be able to, we must have the strength, that wisdom, that knowledge to be like the great man, but we should be in touch with common people without going beyond the reach of common people. We should be there. As we are walking with the king, at the same time we must keep in touch with the common people. This is the quality of good human being. The common touch would help us realize the reality and feel the need of society. On the other hand, the noble touch would give us the power and opportunity to reach higher goals. These both things are very important in our life. That noble touch means the power would enable us to get more and more in our life. In the same way, keeping in touch with common people will also help us to realize the necessity of society, to realize the necessity of common people, to realize the necessity of poor people. We can do something for them, and this is the most important thing, that this must be the aim of our life, to do something for the common people. That ability we should gain from being in touch with the noble people. We must have that power, that money, that strength that we can gain from keeping in touch with the noble or king or noble people. This is only because we, unless and until we don't have that much power, that money, we cannot serve the society. So to serve the society, we must gain that power, but that power we should utilize to serve our society. If neither foes means shatru, nor loving friend can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. This is the most important thing. Generally, आपने मूवी देखी होंगी, कौन सा आया था, ये बाजीराव मस्तानी. तो वहाँ पे एक बात कही है कि जो उन्होंने लड़ाई, जो बोलते हैं, एक भी वार नहीं, उसने लड़ाई नहीं हारी, लेकिन वो घर की लड़ाई कभी जीत नहीं पाया. तो कभी कभी जो हम इसको अटैचमेंट जो रहती थी, वो कभी कभी अगर हायर हो जाती है तो अटैचमेंट हम तोड़ नहीं सकते. वो हमारे ज़िंदगी में बहुत बारी दिक्कतें खड़े कर सकते हैं. दैट्स वाई we should build ourselves strong enough mentally and physically, so that neither enemies, neither foes, neither हमारे शत्रु, nor loving friend can hurt us. Sometimes our loving friend, our beloved person, most of the time our beloved person hurt us. That's why we must develop we must be so strong enough mentally as well as physically. Moreover, we should develop healthy relationship with everyone around us and should not allow anyone to harm us. We should not be like that football. वो मार रहा है, इधर चले जाए, इधर से लात मारे किसी ने, उधर चले गए. अगर कोई बुरा बोलता है तो हमें दुख होता है, कोई अच्छा बोलता है तो हमें बहुत अच्छा होता है, हमें अच्छा लगता है. ये सब like that football. We should be mentally tough and physically. We must know about ourselves, what I am. अगर कोई बुरा बोलता है तो हमें पता रहना चाहिए कि हमें बुरा नहीं हो. अगर कोई बहुत ही हमारी फ्लैटरी कर रहा है, हमारी बहुत प्रशंसा कर रहा है, हमें यह भी पता होना चाहिए कि ये पोटेंशियल लाइक अभी तक मुझ में डेवलपमेंट हुआ है। इससे क्या होगा कि हम वी शुड बी मेंटेन बाय आवर सेल्फ्स, नॉट बाय अदर्स। That's why we must maintain that mental strength and physical and mental strength to maintain ourselves. We should not let ourselves to be maintained by other. We have to develop our personality right way so that everyone support us and gives us importance, but none too much. There must be someone in our life, foe as well as beloved friend, but we must not let ourselves to be governed by them. If we allow someone to give us too much importance, we may be emotionally bound, and that may restrict our freedom and prevent us from doing our duty. We may get complacent, thinking that we are so much liked by people, thus reducing our effort. That is the very dangerous situation in our life. If there are someone there is someone who generally praise us, and we think at that time, I have get everything I wanted in my life, that's why people are praising me. But that is the very dangerous thing. When after hearing that praise, we get complacent, and that complacent restrict us from going beyond that boundary. That we generally, boundaries are created by us, not by the other. If we think that I clear that net and said I have achieved each and everything in my life, I create that boundary, and if I am complacent with that examination that I have cleared, I would not be able to go beyond that boundary and get another opportunity in my life. So we must not be complacent. If anyone praises us, if anyone try to praise us, if anyone try to say that I have achieved each and everything in my life, and I am very much powerful person, and I have get so much knowledge and wisdom in my life, that praising, that flattery would compel us to be in that particular boundary that we have created, or that have been created by other by praising. That is the most dangerous thing in our life. That's why there must not be anyone, neither your foes, neither your enemies, neither your friend, that have the ability to hurt you. If you can feel the unforgiving minute with the 60 seconds worth of distance run, this is the most important thing in our life. Each and everybody should keep in mind that time is very precious. A minute is filled with 60 seconds. The time is here called unforgiving. Unforgiving का मतलब क्या होता है? जो कभी माफ नहीं करता. As it waits for none. किंग रहो या कोई पुअर रहो, कोई बेगर रहो, किसी के लिए टाइम वेट नहीं करता. That's why it is unforgiving. वो कभी किसी को माफ नहीं करता. It waits for none and doesn't forgive him who waits. It is the most important thing. Anyone is there who doesn't use each and every minute of this particular time, who wastes it, that time will never forgive him. We have to pay for them. We have to pay the great for that. We should utilize each and every minute of our life in productive work. Wasting time is not something we can afford in our short lifespan. Our life is very short. We have to do much more in our life. That's why we should use each and every minute of time to get some productive work in our life. We should use that time to serve the society. We must use that time to get the wisdom, knowledge. We should use that each and every minute to get wealth, to get power that may help us to serve the society. If we have to be the good human being in our life, we must keep in mind the value of time, because time is very precious. It is unforgiving. It doesn't spare anyone, whether he is king or poor. It doesn't matter. That's why each and everyone should utilize each and every minute of time in our life to do some productive work. Yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you will be a man, my son. This is the last line of this poem. Finally comes the achievement. If we fulfill all the preconditions that we have discussed above in the last two periods and this one, if we are able to fulfill all the preconditions in our life, we can achieve whatever we want in our life. Finally comes the achievement that we can get if we fulfill all the conditions mentioned so far in this particular poem. We can win this earth and everything in it. We can win this earth means we can get each and everything that we wanted in our life. We can go to the top of the world and rule over everything. And what is more, we should be complete and perfect human being. So this is the fatherly advice to son. How should we behave in our life? If anyone who follow this all precondition, he will be able to govern this universe. This is true. We should not forget that Kipling wrote this poem for his son, and it is addressed in the very last line. The poet, you will be a man, my son, and the poet wanted to show his son right way to be future leader, but it has inspired many a man in their journey of life on earth so far. Though this particular poem is written by Kipling to address to his son, but that whatever has been said here, whatever preconditions have been discussed here, if anyone on this universe follow that precondition, he will be able to govern the universe. He will be able to get each and everything, whatever he wants in his life. In this way, we have completed this particular poem, and I will post some assignment on Google Classroom. You have to check classwork in Google Classroom. Okay, thank you.